Alright, welcome back to some more Outworld Station. And today we are going to make an ammo depot so we can start getting these guys all powered up to fight. So, ammo depot, we're going to need more composite and more advanced frames, which... yeah, we should have some advanced frames sitting right here waiting on us. And then composite. We actually might have to start making more composite. We haven't been needing it, so we haven't made a lot of it. But we have been going through it today. I'm not even sure we have... oh. Yes, we do. Let's grab a whole bunch of that. I think we probably have like one thing making composite over here somewhere. I don't even know where at this point. Alright, so how is... yeah, we're still not getting quite enough fuel in here for these guys as quick as they're coming. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. We might see if we can get another... but that says its max flow rate is 300, but it doesn't say how much it is sending. So I don't know that it's running at its full flow rate. That one you can tell is definitely trying. And that can take 1440 a minute. I'm thinking that we may ditch the whole tank idea. That may not be the best way to do this. How fast can these output? Refinery. Yeah, see, these can output at 300. So if we just ditch the tanks, we should be able to get hydrogen in faster. So we may ditch this tank right here, which is kind of dumb to have the tank only able to send enough for one of the same as one of the refineries. That means that the tank that we had at the time that we could do the refinery couldn't even send as much as the refineries themselves, because these are upgraded ones. And so I'm thinking we're just going to set up some new refineries here. Ditch this tank and see, do the pipes have... I don't think the pipes have... yes, the pipes do. The pipes can only do 300 a minute. So if the pipe can only do 300 a minute, and there's no way of upgrading the pipe, then that would mean that we pretty much are locked to just setting up 2 refineries next to each one of these to get the flow rate we need to get these guys filled in time. Yeah, that guy just got done. We're gonna have to turn this off again, because I'm not sure we're gonna get these 2 filled. Alright, well, we're gonna take a look at that in a minute, because we need to get this ammo depot done. So let's put that here. And then we need to link this up to a new area to drop everybody. So we're going to put them out here. Hopefully that's enough. Now, the tug is going to have to take these guys and put them in there. And I don't know how in the world I tell them to go from... I'm thinking I'm going to have them go from here into there. I don't think I can tell them to go from the parking spots, which is problematic. So we need to link this to here so it can start getting its missiles that it's going to need. And I don't know what all's going to be trying to come over from there. Yeah, we just need light missile ammo. So let's go ahead and set filter up. And we want that for light missile ammo because it's going to try to send everything right now. And then this one, copy to all. So now we take all of that out. So that's all that we can get in there. That's light missile ammo. That's light missile ammo. Yeah, all they need is light missile ammo. This one's got 47 seconds. There's no way he's getting done in time. So we're going to have to take him out of there and let him blow up out in space. Because there's no way that's getting done. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now, because there's no way that's getting done. We'll just take him and drag him over here and let him go critical. That one may get done, but I doubt it. Yep, he just blew up. So now I'm going to have to do these manually, which is annoying. So now he will be filled, which he is. And we can just drag him out there. So I'm going to have to do this for all of these that have already been done. Unless there's another way of loading these guys up. Yeah, he only gets 4, so he's done. Which means we're going to have a terrible mess of ships over here. Well, technically, I only have to put them in, right? The tug should take them... Oh, that tug is out of range anyways. Okay, so let's make another tug. Make a tug here. And link. And then he should do the linking. Yeah, he'll take care of all of that. Okay. And there's no way of... Can I multi-select these things? I can. Okay. Will this work? If I do that, and then I didn't get him out of there, but he didn't actually destroy anything. He didn't have enough of a reactor? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna deal with that in a minute. So, multi-select, select all of these, and then align ships and sell ships is all I can do. Yeah, I can't link them to there. Okay, so this is gonna be super annoying. So give me a minute to get all this done, because I'm gonna have to do this myself. Luckily, I can do the alignment thing and let them align up when I'm done. Like, I can grab these two and throw them over here, and then do this, do that, align them up so look a little bit better than what they were, and then I will just sit here and move all of these in, and I will go ahead and get rid of this. We don't need that. We've got 800 in that tank. Let's just get rid of this pipe. I'll sit here and let this drain, and then I'll get rid of this. And then we'll set up 4 refineries right here. This should be... Where's the water come into these at? Into there. Okay. So this is our water pipe here. So we'll just do this. And then put one of these here, 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 and here. And then we'll go from here to there, there to there, there, there to there, and then that into there. Set this for making hydrogen. And as soon as this tank is empty, which has got plenty of room to put in there, then we'll just go from here straight into each one of these. We'll just put it here, here, and here. And then that'll be as fast as we can make hydrogen, apparently, and get it into... It's not very fast, though. I don't know how we're supposed to be able to keep these going with that, with the pipe rate. Even if we put the refinery right up against it, that's as fast as we can make. I'm not understanding this. One second. I need to look at this. Max flow rate's 300. I could upgrade it to a dock 3, which is going to be 600. But then how do I get the fuel into it? I don't get this part. I'm hoping that's something they adjust in the next update when they go to release. Or I just need to think about it, because I'm not understanding if I only have, well, I technically can input into the ends as well. It's got, so maybe we do that. That would also help. Go to the right thing. Oh, we can't input to the ends. I was wrong. I thought we could input into the ends. No, we can only input into those two. Well, that is very annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna hook all this up the way I planned, so at least they can be filling with as much as they can do. That might be fast enough, but I don't know. I'm gonna let them fill. I'm gonna get these done, and we'll be back in just a minute and try to run it again. Being a space tug is a very boring job. I have sat here and moved almost all of these over now, and well, these tugs, normal tugs, are getting really annoyed with me because they keep trying to put one in, and I'm just sitting here waiting with the next one, and their tugs don't go as quick as I do, so I'm just sitting here popping them in. Now, we have got 2,000 in both of those. We've got another ship over here waiting to be built. So I just need to get these last few in here. I'm just worried that we're going to need another one of these ammo depots to make sure that we can, because these have to, we need 100 of these, and we only have about 50 of them done, and we need 25 of the big guys, and the big guys take a little more ammo than the little guys. Why did that say we had 2 waiting at the depot? How the heck was that even possible? And I've been thinking about this, and I can't think of any other way of getting that fuel in there any quicker than what we currently can. But let's go ahead and turn this on. Let him get built. And let's see what happens. Cut in line real quick. Don't mind me. I only got 3 more to do. Here, let me cut in line again. I'm gonna put these right here, but they're probably not gonna fall in. So it's getting the stuff it needs, which we don't want it building any faster than what it is. And this should already be linked. Yeah, it's already linked, so it's just getting them as quickly as they can make their way over here. So now that should be fueling really quickly. But see, that's going down even though we have these, because it can fuel quicker than what we can produce. Well, quicker than what we can move and produce. So we may not be able to keep this running, which is annoying. Meteor strike incoming right across the front of our base here, so let's make sure they don't cause any havoc. Let's just put one of these right out here. By the way, those missiles are ridiculous. But definitely necessary if one of those are big asteroids, which one of them is. But that missile will take and make easy work of that. Alright, so that guy got full. That's almost back up to 2,000. So maybe this will work. Now see, you're not hitting the big guy. See, you didn't hit the big guy. It was the big guy you needed to hit. Alright, so let's put another one of these off the end of here. And we'll go ahead and put one of each of these out over here as well to help protect that. I probably need to put some more around here as well. Okay, so these guys also need to be armed. So we need to make sure that, yeah, see, this one is linking over there. We can't have that. This needs to link to there. So now I need to grab all these guys and get them into the depot to be armed as well. Alright, so I'm gonna sit here and fiddle fart around, getting all these guys filled, and I will be back when we actually have mission 10 done and ready to send them off. See you in just a minute. I just thought about something. This is making the big guys. Oh, those have reactors too. Okay. Because I was thinking we could put the lifters into here. But no, they have to be done in that one because they need a reactor. Okay. Never mind. Back to moving ships. I did go ahead and undock both of these from anywhere out here, so they have to go straight into the ammo depot. So both of those have to go straight into the ammo depot, and I'm not sure we need this one here anymore. We could use it for the little guys that are being done here, but we've got, you know, 37 of those. Well, we've got 37 left to do, and we still haven't even started doing the lifters yet. And because of our fueling issue, which at the speed they're coming out now, is fine. I'm not 100% sure that it would be if we put in another one. But back to farming. Okay, believe it or not, what is holding us up right now on production is carbon. We don't have enough small engines. Now granted, I have 120 I can just throw in, but we don't have enough composite to make enough small engines quick enough. So I put in 4 more here to make it, but we don't have enough carbon in there. And from what I can see, we don't have enough carbon even coming in. Now we have another carbon node right here we can go set up. Gold, that's carbon out there. Before we do that, let's go look at our carbon miner. Okay, so it's only a Mark 1. We can go ahead and take it up to a Mark 3. That'll get us more in here. Now, that's only got like 600 in there. So let's go ahead and what's it gonna take for me to make another Mark 3 miner? Computers and nanoplating. So let's go ahead and get that done. And this one's closer even. So computers and nanoplating. Now that should be enough. Uh, 270. Yeah, that should be good. So now where was this? Over here. So let's get this built here. Right there. It's already got a missile launcher in it. We need to connect it back to the main. Make sure it doesn't say we're out of power. That's what I was worried about. I was expecting that. So let's duplicate this. Hopefully we have enough bandwidth to do this. And I guess we should probably just make another one. And it still says we're low on power. Get that done. Looks like it's filling fine. And our power is still behind a little bit. We'll make another one. There we go, that takes care of that. And we'll just do one more. Once I get some nanoplating. There. Now we should have no issues with that. Now, fly back out here. This is carbon miner 2. And we want to make a freighter, which we want to go from carbon miner 2 back to our carbon drop-off, and probably want to upgrade this guy, but we'll see if it needs it. So now that should up our carbon production a lot, so then we can make small engines faster. We already have 2 things doing it. They just don't have enough composite. So once that gets in here, we'll just have to check and see if we have enough smelting production for it, but I'm assuming we do. We've got 20 of 25 of the archers done, and we got 74 of 100 of the interceptors. We have almost all of our big guys done, and almost all of the little interceptor guys done. So then we just got to get the 25 of the green ones done, the lifters. So even though I can't fill them as fast as I want, I think we fixed our fueling problems by doing this. I don't like that that's the way we had to do it, but I think we pretty much fixed that issue. And I'm still thinking that I probably want to upgrade this so it can move faster. Yeah, it's going to get a pretty good amount when it gets there. We could also just make a second one, but it can load so much that I think that'll be fine. I think. Okay, so those are going down. Are the smelters full? No. So we need to upgrade this one to a Mark II so we can output faster, which means I need composite and nano. So let's upgrade this to a Mark II, and then all the way up to a Mark III. So now that can output almost instantly, because it can output 300 a minute. No, items 540. So this guy's going to drop off. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. That is a lot of carbon. So we might actually want to make some more carbon smelters once that gets done. We do have 6 currently upgraded to Mark II. Hey, we have a and that's coming right across the front of the base. Good. Problem is it gonna fit? Is it gonna hit these guys? No, it's out over here, so it's coming right for those 2 turrets. So we should be fine. Hey, you're slow. Get in here. We want to see you get blown up. Alright, well, while you're being slow. Yeah, that definitely looks like that took care of that issue. We have composite coming in much better now. There you go. You got the big guy first. That's the way you're supposed to do it. And you know what? I don't think I have an atomizer over here anymore. Oh, hey, I do. There. We'll recycle your butt. Alright, so archers are almost done. We only need 4 more of those. The interceptors will get done as the lifters are doing. So now we're just waiting on these guys to get done and these to start on the lifters. So, and what are we waiting on here now? Advanced plating. Actually, we're out of advanced plating, but we have this place that can now make us advanced plating. We only have 44 sitting here because we need to make more super alloy. So I'm gonna work on getting more of these made up this production, and we'll go ahead and I don't know why I ever took this out. We'll make a wormhole here and connect this back to over here, which I will just put off of this one since we're doing it for the nano plating. I need nano plating, or not nano plating, advanced plating. I need nano plating. Okay, so now we'll connect this one up to the Delta terminal. That should connect it up to this one. So now we can send the advanced plating into here. We'll go ahead and send the heavy in there as well. And then we can come back over here and we can connect that up to there. So now all of that can get in here and help get that made. And I really should take these solar panels out at some point. Alright, so I'm gonna fiddle around with optimizing a bit, let these get done, and I'll be back for you again when it's done. I swear this time, when it's ready to go, we'll be here. Okay, I know, I said I'd be back when I'm done, but these lifters take 1,500, not 1,000. They are pushing the bounds of what these can do in that amount of time. And I'm pretty sure this one is not going to be able to handle it. I'm going to have to move it over to this one and hope it can get done. Yeah, we've got problems. I have been sitting here for the last probably 30 minutes working on trying to get all of these up and going. This guy's got to get out of here so that guy can get moved in. This guy is not getting anywhere near enough fuel quick enough. I'm gonna have to make another one of these over here. So I'm gonna have to do this. We've gone through lots of different issues. That's one thing I kind of like about this mission, is the fact that, or not this one in particular, but these missions, is because they really kind of push your production to its peak. And, well, it pushes it and lets you know where you need to fix things. Really, you just made another one? You gotta stop. You just seriously gotta stop. We're gonna be blowing up, and these ships aren't cheap. These ships are expensive, and he's gonna blow up in 40 seconds. And there's no way he's getting done. You're out of here, buddy. Well, for some reason, we're 2 of those short, and I don't know why. So we need to make sure that this is only going to those 2, which it is. And now we need to get 2 more of those in here. Or not 2 more, but 1 more at least. And there he goes, he just blew up. What do I need to duplicate this? I need a lot more carbon nanotubes. We don't have any carbon nanotubes. We have carbon nanotubes. I know we have carbon nanotubes here. We're not storing them. Apparently we didn't store them. Okay. And then we need advanced plating, which I guess this will be a good point to jump over to here, because we have really been doing work here trying to get super alloy done quick enough. I've had to put in more titanium smelters, more tungsten smelters, and a bunch more plasma forges, making our super alloy, which I think we now have relatively quick enough. So we're going to go ahead and try to make another one of these once I have enough frames, which apparently I don't have enough of those being produced, so let's make a couple more of those. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough of those in there. Like I was saying, this really tasks your production and shows you where you really need to work on things. I took out the supercomputers over here and changed this one over to making advanced plating as well, which is why we have so much advanced plating back over here. So give me that, which is why we're getting these ships so quickly. This one's got a minute to get enough in. That one just blew up. So yeah, having 2 of these, not enough. This guy, we're just gonna ship him off over here because there's no way he can get done in time. Are you waiting on ammo? Why are you sitting here? Oh, you don't need ammo. Okay, why are you sitting there? Get over there. He's gonna blow up in 16 seconds. Yeah, he got done. But barely. Alright, so let's duplicate this now. Put it here. And then I need some more reinforced frames, which over here we have tons of. Those in there. And then we need that, that. So now that gives us 3 of them. This guy has nowhere he can go, apparently, because he's supposed to go there. So we need to link this up over here so he can get out of there, because he's one of the guys that doesn't need to go to be ammoed. So we have to give them a place to put them after. That's already linked there. Not linked over here. This one's for the little guys that don't have reactors. And we only have 400, 400, and not even close to 400. We need more oxygen. Or not oxygen, we need more water. Water. That's hydrogen. Where's the... That's hydrogen. Where are we making water at? That's the oxygen. These are the... That's got plenty. Why are you not going and supplying all of these? Apparently I hooked up only one of them. Wait a minute, I don't have to link these. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't have to link these. They're coming through the pipe. It's just the pipe, isn't it? We're back to it can't send fast enough. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm assuming. So now that I linked it, which I shouldn't have had to have, they're going faster. Let's see. Max flow rate is 300, but it doesn't say like that is using it. Flow rate is 300 on that pipe. Yeah. Okay. So then what we need to do is we need to build new reactors, which we need carbon nanotubes for, which I'm making somewhere in this mess, but I'm not storing. There they are. Give me those. Alright, so we're just going to duplicate this. I don't know that we need all these, but I'm making all these. And if that's not enough to keep these guys full of water, making hydrogen, as fast as we possibly can. There's literally no way of getting hydrogen into here faster than what that pipe can take it. If I put the refinery next to it, it's not going to be fast enough. Can I do... What does it take to make these? What if I did... Do I need a pipe? If I do that... And then that. They're not going to connect because there's no pipe there. So that'll start making the oxygen, but it won't send to this one to make the hydrogen. So even butting them up against one another would do no good because I still have to get a pipe in there. Okay, so that's not going to work either. So we can just recycle these out of here now, because they're going to do literally nothing. So that's as fast as we can make it, because we now have the ice getting turned into water right behind it, which is going right in. I have no idea how to do this any quicker. And we still got to make 9 more of these. For some reason we don't have 2 of these that we should have. No, we don't have 1 of these. So we must have blown 1 of them up. And then we need 2 more of these. And then we need 9 more of these. So we need 4 more. Apparently I've blown up of those. So other than just extending this out even further and putting in more depots, I don't know how we're going to get that in there quick enough. Let's go ahead and turn this on. I also made a bunch more engine factories because we had ran out of missile production, which missile production is now having issues with our nitrox, which I came over here and apparently we never put in another one of these, so I'm needing to work on this, which is what I was working on, was getting more refineries into this. I had never, we had so much from killing things that I had never even sent the nitrox in. So I had to get that set up. Okay, so now that should be getting the oxygen in so it can make our nitrox. We may end up having to make another thing for oxygen now. Which I'm still not 100% sure where we're making oxygen. Oh, we're not making oxygen. We're sending oxygen in through the wormhole. Okay. So we have plenty of oxygen. Alright, so that'll get that taken care of. Now we should be able to get that done. Yeah, and they've already got 3 of them coming in over here. I upped my production a little bit too much, is what it looks like the problem is. I am making ships too fast, which is a weird issue to have, that I just can't fuel them fast enough. So I guess we need to make more depots, or we need to turn production back off again, which honestly I think I'm going to do that for the moment. Because I don't think, with these taking 1,500, I think they pretty much have to be full before they can load it onto the ship quick enough. And with it being 1,500, it takes almost the entire 3/4 of the tank almost before it can be to fill it. So then it's not able to keep refilling before the next one comes in. I might see if I can make a few more of these. We literally only need 6 more of these. And that's on. What is this guy doing up here? Get in there. Well, that's one of them we were missing. He was just hanging out up there. Okay, so we have all of our 100. It's just getting these big guys done that we're waiting on now. So I'm gonna sit and babysit these guys, see if I can get them done. I literally hate this part right here. I don't know why these pipes don't have a way of upgrading them to make them bigger. I don't know why why the tanks don't have a higher flow rate where we can have multiple of them hooked up to one tank and then have the tank input into the ship, especially with these needing 1,500 to fill these big guys. 2 of these is just not enough. So, be back in a minute. Alright, it's annoyed me enough. We're gonna try it. That's 3 more. That's 3 more of everything. And the only thing that did not get... No, that's everything. We got everything we need. It just needs to... If we have enough ice to get in here to do this. That should do it. And we have the ice, we just got to get it there. So I'm guessing we might need to upgrade this to a tier 3 so it can move stuff faster. But let's see how they look. That's staying full of water, that's staying full of water. That looks like it's good. We're just not getting any down there. Okay, so to upgrade this, we need more advanced plating and 3 computers. Computers aren't a problem. By the way, that took like 2.3 thousand carbon nanotubes. That was a bunch. That was a serious tonnage of nanotubes. So 2 more advanced plating, and we'll have that done. Alright, let's upgrade this now to a Mark III, which will now let it send out 540. So now are these guys getting any? No, not yet. That is literally just enough to keep these guys full. Well, that really stinks. So, how is our ice miner? It's a Mark III. There's none building up really. So that's about as much as we can do. We could put in a second one of these, but we don't have enough for it. We'd have to send ice over from Glacio. Through a wormhole. Now wait a minute. That's showing that they're not connected. Shouldn't the blueprint have linked these up? Which I'm assuming that means that, yeah, the carbon's not going to be coming out either. So we're going to have to link that back to here to get the carbon out. Which that's carbon's awful full anyways. Alright, so you guys are actually getting ice now. So you're making water. You're not getting it quick enough. But it is putting some in here at least. Or that one. So maybe it'll help. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But we do have that first one. I don't know why this one's not full. I have no idea, because they're only feeding off themselves. They're not feeding from the main anymore. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to turn this back on and see if I can get these done. We'll see what happens, and I am going to get this done before, you know, this episode. So at some point, I will be back when we're actually done. Alright, we are on the very last archer waiting to get fueled. And he's got enough fuel there. I don't think we ended up using any of these 3. Also, my blueprint was a little faulty because we didn't have all the pipes in here I needed. So I fixed that. But there we go. That is our last archer that now needs to get sent over here to get its ammo. And this guy can't get out of there because we just literally don't have enough room. So there he goes. And now that guy can go over and he can get filled with ammo. And we will be done as soon as it drops. There's his ammo. Tug will bring him out. We're going to wait for it to get actually brought out before I hit that button, because I don't know what happens if he tries to take off from the tug. But there we go. That is our full fleet heading on. Wow, did that get laggy. New location unlocked. Junkyard. Now my drone can hold more stuff.
Our assault mission to Cerberus has been able to establish a beachhead in orbit around the planet, and the source of the energy readings has been identified. A vast debris field made from the wrecks of countless starships orbits the planet. We believe these are the remnants of an ancient war between unknown forces.
This sounds like fun. I like junkyards. I'm assuming you're going to tell us...
Our forces have confirmed the presence of exotic matter in and around these wrecks, which will be essential if we want to begin the production of antimatter. Our forces also discovered an ancient robot production facility within this area, and we believe this is where most of the hostile robots we've encountered in this system are coming from.
Interesting.
Choose another objective from the
Yeah, shut up, we know. Alright, so that now gets us into mission 10. I guess we were on mission 9. I thought we were on 10. Alright, so we are 3 missions from having this done. And apparently this is about uranium. So now we got to get uranium ore. So that is finally it for this episode. If you guys are still watching at this point, hit the buttons, do the things. And thank you for all the support on this series. I believe this may be the end. I think this is a good point to leave off. I know it's kind of a cliffhanger. It's going to suck for me as well, because I really want to go see the junkyard, but I'm not going to go there. We're going to have the release coming out. It's supposed to be the 1st of May. If for some reason it gets pushed back, then we will go ahead and go start setting up in the junkyard. Otherwise, we're going to restart for the release. That way we can hear the actual voice actress for that and see what has changed up until this point. I'm going to take a lot of the things I learned from here in our new building, which is 1, even though you can build on top of one another, but probably don't do it because it makes it really hard to see what's underneath it. Anyways, we've been here long enough. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next time.